Narnia, a world of vast lands, enchanted creatures, a land of amazing adventures, and it all came from one man's mind, C.S. Lewis. Clive Staples Lewis, or Jack as he preferred to be called, was born in Belfast, Ireland on November the 29th, 1898, the second son of Albert and Flora Lewis. Lewis's brother Warren, also known as Warnie, was born 3 years earlier. Along with Warnie, young Jack spent early childhood playing games and developing a love of books and storytelling which fueled his imagination, and he began dreaming up make-believe worlds and adventures which he would revisit later in his life. When Jack was only 10 years old, his life took an unexpected turn. His mother Flora died of cancer, and shortly after, Lewis was sent away to attend boarding school with his brother Warnie. It was a difficult time. Jack's next school was a vast improvement and ignited his passion for learning. He became intrigued by poetry, languages, and the legends and myths of different cultures. Later, Lewis advanced to the prestigious University College at Oxford, but his studies were soon interrupted when he volunteered to serve in the British Army during World War I. After months of fighting in the trenches and eventually being wounded, Lewis returned to Oxford, this time an even more dedicated student, and now also a writer. His first book, published in 1919, was a collection of poems. By now a teaching fellow at Magdalen College in Oxford, C.S. Lewis was a well-regarded scholar and researcher. He was a prolific writer, turning out essays, articles, and other scholarly works. His next works included a critique of love literature from the Middle Ages, science fiction, and even an examination of his own faith and religious beliefs. But it was his 1941 book, The Screwtape Letters, that put him firmly in the public eye. Lewis now gave talks, could be heard on the radio, and appeared in periodicals. But Lewis felt the need to try something new. Warmed by memories of childhood, he set out to write a series of children's fantasy books, The Chronicles of Narnia. Lewis said he was inspired to write The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe after he had an image of a faun carrying packages in a snowy wood. Next came a queen in a sledge. These images were so vivid that he felt as if he only needed to fill in the story around them. Lewis, informed by his faith and inspired by ancient mythologies and his own imaginative universe of knights in shining armor and talking animals, created new and compelling stories. Lewis wrote 7 Narnia books, and by the time The Last Battle was published in 1956, he had defined a whole new magical world. At first, Lewis's Narnia adventures had critics, including his friend and fellow Inkling member J.R.R. Tolkien. But the books quickly gained in popularity, going on to sell over 100 million copies worldwide, and would ultimately be considered classics of children's literature. Though Lewis continued writing after Narnia, he spent much of his time caring for his wife, Joy Gresham, who lost her battle with cancer in 1960. 3 years later, in 1963, C.S. Lewis also passed away. He left an unparalleled legacy as a scholar, theologian, philosopher, educator, author, and the creator of the beloved Chronicles of Narnia.